2020 report, where we discuss the many benefits of cannabis use. My name is Mary Jane Reefer. Today we have Sniff Doggy Butt, one of California's leading advocates for legalization of marijuana. Sniff, welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, man, right on. Thank you, man.
Let's get right into it, shall we? Many opponents of marijuana legalization claim it's a gateway drug and that many people who start using it move on to other drugs.
Oh man, that's so bogus, man. I mean, first of all, it's nobody's business when I stuff up my nose. That's one thing. Second, man, I didn't move away from pot and into other drugs, man. I'm still smoking pot, man. I never left marijuana. And third, man, hell, I forgot what third was, man. You got anything to eat, man? I mean, come on.
Sure. Our staff will get you a snack.
I got the munchies, man. I just want...
Thank you.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh, good. Thanks so much.
And some say that smoking pot can affect your short-term memory. Do you agree?
Can you repeat that, man?
Has cannabis affected your memory?
I don't remember. I mean, how am I supposed to know it? If it hasn't, how would I know that it had? And if it has, I would have forgot. I mean, is it like some sort of trick question or something, man? I mean, what's happening with that?
How do you respond to those claiming that pot can be physically addicting?
Oh, that's so bogus, man. I mean, I've been smoking dope for 35 years, and I could have quit any time I wanted to. Hell, yesterday I went all afternoon without lighting up. I was all afternoon. I wasn't stoned except maybe one or two times. I mean, I could quit any time.
And do you think that pot improves brain function? Do you think that's the case?
Well, actually, man, definitely. I mean, before I smoked pot, I could not name the last 5 presidents. And now, I can care less. And who wants to remember W anyway, you know? I mean, he's the one that formed global warming. And he did global warming when he was planning and plotting 9/11 that killed all those people. And that's the truth, man. I mean, that's the truth.
Oh. Well, some believe that pot causes paranoia in some people.
No way, man. I mean, never. I mean, sure, I get weird, you know, when people are looking at me funny or when they don't look at me at all. But, you know, I know people are trying to break into my pad because they're trying to get my stash, you know, and that always freaks me out. And, you know, people always talk about behind my back and making fun of me. And, but that's all real, man. I ain't paranoid. Now, people tell me it's the pot that makes me paranoid, but no, that's real stuff, man. I am really talking that it's reality. And the pot doesn't change that at all. And why are you looking at me that way? I mean, quit looking at me like that.
Well, I'm sorry, Sniff. You know, we're almost done. I understand you're going to be speaking at a cannabis convention in L.A. What is your topic going to be?
Oh, man, I'm glad you asked me that, man, because, you know, I've been really looking forward to the cannabis convention, and I'll be speaking down there on the benefits of smoking pot for pregnant women just before delivery. Now think about it. It's really a trauma when you're a baby coming out and, you know, coming into this world and you hear them crying and it's like really messed up. But if a woman just about to give birth maybe started doing 4 or 5 joints a day, like starting, you know, man, a week before the pregnancy or something, geez, you know, the baby comes out, you know, a little stoned, mellow, maybe with the munchies, and, you know, it's a great way to come into the world and just kind of with, you know, God's sacred plant, you know, in your system. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah.
And do you think that pot improves brain function?
Sure, all the time, man. Pot gives me the courage to do things I wouldn't normally do, you know? I mean, I wouldn't try all kinds of things unless I was trying pot. Now, that reminds me of the time when me and a friend were getting stoned and we were sniffing gasoline, and all of a sudden my joint fell in the gas can and it kind of like went poof, you know? And that was really not a good trip. I could see now I get skin grafts and all kinds of stuff, you know? So anyway, that was a really bad trip.
That sounds like a very interesting topic. But that's all the time we have now, Sniff. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Well, the pleasure's all mine, man, and thanks for having me on your show. And, peace out, everybody. Cannabis is God's plant, man, so enjoy it. Remember, 4 times 107 equals 420 or something like that.
This is Mary Jane Reefer. Thank you for tuning in. And next week, we will be asking... And tune in next week when we ask Al Gore how smoking...
like a blooper outtake.
And tune in next week when we ask Al Gore how pot smoking affects greenhouse gases that contribute to global warming. Good night. That was too funny.
Country air.